The design of the new Audi RS3 is dynamic and powerful than that of its predecessor. In the front, the white RS bumper, the redesigned singleframe with its distinctive honeycomb grille, and the large air intakes give the compact sports car an expressive appearance. There is also a new design element behind the front wheel arches, an eye-catching additional air outlet. The rocker panels with black trim have also been redesigned, and in combination with the flared wheel arches, contribute to the expressive look of the new RS3. The front axle track has been widened by 1.3 inch compared to the previous model. On the Sportback, the rear axle track has increased by 0.4 inch. The RS3 is standard equipped with 19-inch cast wheels and a 10Y-spoke design. True racing design is embodied by the optionally available 5Y spokes with RS branding. Audi will also mount Pirelli P0 Trofeo R Performance semi-slick tires for the first time, if desired. The RS3 comes standard equipped with flat, wedge-shaped LED headlights and LED taillights including dynamic turn signal lights. Matrix LED headlights are available as an option, with darkened bezels that feature digital daytime running lights around their outer downturned angles. With its pixel field of 3x5 LED segments, it provides a unique look. A checkered flag appears in the left headlight as a dynamic leaving and coming home scene, and the RS3 lettering appears on the driver's side. When driving, the checkered flag lights up on both sides. The motorsports inspired finishing touches include the redesigned RS-specific rear bumper with integrated diffuser and the RS exhaust system with two large oval tailpipes. The new Audi RS3 models can be ordered in two exclusive RS colors, Kyalami Green and Kimura Gray. The roof of the sedan can also be ordered in the contrasting color Brilliant Black for the first time. Individual exterior features, such as the honeycomb grille in the singleframe, come standard in black, either in a matte or high-gloss finish. The Alu Optic trim package is available as an option and accentuates the front bumper, diffuser insert, and window trim. For an even sportier look, the rocker panel inlays are also available in carbon fiber reinforced polymer. The same applies to the mirror caps, the tailgate spoiler on the sedan, and the roof edge spoiler on the Sportback. The RS3 comes standard equipped with larger and newly developed 6-piston steel brakes to help keep the power of the 5-cylinder engine in check. A ceramic brake system measuring 15 inches is optionally available on the front axle, with a pedal characteristic curve specially adapted to the brake booster. The high-performance brake system weighs another 22 pounds less than the steel brake. Its internally ventilated and drilled discs measure 15 inch at the front and 12 inch at the rear. Air control elements help improve the brake's cooling time by 20%. This can help to more quickly reduce peak temperatures during hard braking, while pedal feel remains the same. In addition, it also can help reduce brake pad wear, which are 15% larger and copper-free. Those who opt for the ceramic brakes can choose between gray, red, or blue brake calipers. Those who prefer the steel version can order red calipers instead of the black ones. In the interior too, Many elements specific to the RS accentuate its sportiness. The displays appear in the 12.3-inch Audi Virtual Cockpit Plus, which comes standard. It displays the RPMs in the form of a bar graph and shows power and torque as percentages. Optionally, the RPM display is available in the new RS runway design. In this case, the values are displayed in the opposite direction in a manner that visually resembles an airplane runway, the highest speed in the foreground and the lowest speed in the background. In addition, the Audi Virtual Cockpit Plus includes displays for G-forces, lap times and acceleration from 0 to 62 miles per hour, 0 to 124 miles per hour, quarter mile, and eighth of a mile. The RS-specific blinking shift indicator in manual transmission mode changes the RPM display from green to yellow to red, blinking in a manner identical to that used in motorsports to indicate the ideal time to change gears. The 10.1-inch touch display includes what is referred to as the RS monitor, which displays the coolant, engine, and transmission oil temperatures as well as tire pressures. Also available for the first time for the Audi RS3 is a head-up display that projects relevant information onto the windshield in the driver's line of sight in addition to the shift light indicator. The genuine racing feeling is further enhanced by the carbon fiber instrument panel and RS Sport seats with RS embossing and anthracite contrast stitching. The seat upholstery is optionally available in fine nappa leather seating surfaces with RS honeycomb stitching and glossy black, red, or for the first time, green contrast stitching. RS design packages in red and green are available to match. They include special floor mats with contrast stitching and RS embroidery, as well as safety belts with colored edges. The Design Package Plus includes seat corners in red or green and a colored accents on the air vents. The RS3 is standard equipped with a 3-spoke RS Sport multifunctional leather-wrapped steering wheel with a flattened bottom. It features built-in high-quality die-cast zinc shift paddles. For Europe customers, Audi RS3 offers a 394 horsepower 5-cylinder 2.5 TFSI high-performance engine, delivers rapid acceleration with a highly exhilarating sound. For US is 401 horsepower. From 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds, up to 180 miles per hour top speed, RS torque splitter, semi-slicks, and specific RS driving modes. The new Audi RS3 offers driving dynamics of the highest caliber. The power unit now delivers 368 pounds-feet of torque and responds even faster than its predecessor. Visually, the RS3 demonstrates its sporty DNA with a whitened body, RS Sports exhaust system, and cockpit displays like those found in race cars. The 2.5 TFSI has won the International Engine of the Year award 9 times in a row. In the latest generation of the compact sports car, the engine is now more powerful than ever before. The top track speed is limited to 155 miles per hour, but 174 miles per hour is also available as an optional upgrade. With the RS dynamic package and ceramic brakes, they can even reach a top track speed of 180 miles per hour. This is primarily due to the 368 pounds-feet increase in torque, which is available between 2,250 and 5,600 RPM. That is equal to 14 pounds-feet more than its predecessor. As a result, the Audi RS3 accelerates even faster from low rev ranges. The engine's maximum power of 394 horsepower is available earlier than before at 5,600 RPM and extends over a broad plateau to 7,000 RPM. A 7-speed dual-clutch transmission is what puts the power of the 5-cylinder engine to the pavement, with short shifting times and a sportier gear ratio spread. For the first time, the exhaust system features a fully variable flap control system that supports intermediate positions, thus broadening the sound characteristics even further. It can be adjusted via the Audi Drive Select. In the dynamic and RS performance modes, for example, the flaps open much earlier, the emotional elements of the sound are even more pronounced. In addition, the emotive sound of the 5-cylinder engine is further enhanced by the optional RS Sports exhaust system. The new Audi RS3 is the first Audi model that comes standard equipped with a torque splitter. It replaces the rear axle differential and the previous multiple disc clutch package on the rear axle. Instead, an electronically controlled multiple disc clutch is used on each of the drive shafts. This helps ensure that the right amount of torque is optimally distributed along the rear axle. During more dynamic driving, the torque splitter increases the drive torque to the respective outer rear wheel with the higher wheel load, which significantly reduces the tendency to understeer. In left-hand curves, it transmits the drive torque to the right rear wheel, in right-hand curves to the left rear wheel, and when driving straight ahead to both wheels. The new technology also makes controlled drifts possible. In this case, the torque splitter directs all of the power to only one of the rear wheels, with up to 1290 pounds-feet per wheel possible. Audi even developed a driving mode specifically for the RS3 for this purpose, RS Torque Rear, as a drift mode with its own characteristic curve for the torque splitter. The RS Performance mode is another never-before-seen innovation. It uses a specific engine and transmission configuration and is precisely tailored to the semi-slick tires that are now available for the RS3 as a factory option. In this case, the torque splitter delivers a particularly dynamic, sporty ride along the longitudinal axis with as little understeer and oversteer as possible. These modes can be selected via the Audi Drive Select, which also offers the following profiles: Comfort, Auto, Dynamic, RS Individual, and Efficiency. The standard RS Sports suspension features newly developed shock absorbers and a valve system both specific to the RS3. The valves ensure that the shock absorbers exhibit a particularly sensitive response as part of the rebound and compression characteristics. This allows the suspension to respond to the respective driving situation even faster and more effectively. The RS Sport Suspension Plus with adaptive damper control is available as an option. It continuously and individually adjusts each shock absorber to the road conditions, the driving situation, and the mode selected in Audi Drive Select. The three characteristic curves, comfortable, balanced, and sporty, help to provide a clearly perceptible spread of the shock absorber characteristics. The larger wheel camber, for example, the wheels are angled more toward the road, results in a more precise steering response and increased cornering force. Compared to the Audi A3, the wheels on the front axle of the new RS3 have just under 1 degree of additional negative camber. To achieve this, the pivot bearings were modified, and the lower wishbones were equipped with stiffer bearings, subframes, and stabilizers. A rear axle features a 4-link design with separate spring arrangement, subframe, and tubular stabilizer bar. The wheel carriers, which are stiffer than those of the Audi A3 and S3, help absorb the increased lateral forces generated by the torque splitter. The RS-specific progressive steering varies the gear ratio depending on the steering angle. As the steering angle increases, the gear ratio becomes smaller and steering more direct. It also assists based on speed and can be varied via Audi Drive Select. The setup of the springs and shock absorbers is markedly stiff, and the body is 0.4 inch lower than on the S3 and 1 inch lower than on the A3. Another new addition to the RS3 is the MVDC, Modular Vehicle Dynamics Controller. This central system captures data from all the components relevant to lateral dynamics, thus to help ensure that they interact more precisely and more quickly. The MVDC synchronizes the torque splitter, adaptive dampers, and wheel selective torque control for precise steering and handling. All in all, it increases the vehicle's agility, most suitable for winding roads. The Audi RS3 is expected to be available in early 2022.